And we say good morning to broadcasting live. We are, we is, we is, we are. We're at Food City in Piney Flats on a Food City Friday on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Show number 685. Oh, yeah. 685. Very proud of that fact. And, of course, we're going to be here talking about this great one-day sale at Food City. Fantastic Friday celebration. And we're going to be here until about 1 o'clock today, shortly thereafter. We're lined up ready to go with Darius Hensley from the Coves. Going to stop by and talk for a few minutes. Mike Hedrick, top of the hour, talking NASCAR. The cars on track tomorrow. And we've got the very latest what's going on there today at Daytona International Speedway. We'll tell you all about that. Also, Dave Martin joins us live from WLW Radio in Cincinnati. Also, Terry Templeton, our store manager, is going to join us coming up here in just a few minutes for the big one-day sale at all Food Cities. You got some great deals all through the 130-plus stores across 4 states in Tennessee, Virginia, Kentucky, and Georgia. So we'll tell you all about that coming up here in a few minutes as well. And want to remind you, coming up tonight, we, thanks to the folks at Sprint, going to bring you a doubleheader in basketball tonight. We're going to be doing the doubleheader. Let's see, Sullivan Central's Lady Cougars come to town. The Elizabeth and Lady Cyclones under Lucas Andrews will take on the Cougars, the number 1 team in the conference. We're going to air the broadcast right around 6:20 tonight. Tip off at 6:30. Don't come right back and do the boys. It's senior night. Again, Elizabethton and Sullivan Central, the final game of the regular season. Tournament starts next week at Elizabethton's John Tridway Gymnasium. So we'll be covering the Cyclones and maybe the whole tournament, but certainly the Cyclones for that tournament as well. And so it starts tonight. We'll do a double dip. Lady Cyclones at 6:30 and the gentlemen at 8 o'clock tonight for senior night at John Tridway Gymnasium on the campus of Elizabethton High School. So we say good morning to you. Thanks for being with us. Again, we always start our show by dedicating it to the man that hung on the cross. We unashamedly do that, of course. And so out of the book of Psalms, here is your verse of the day. And, yeah, here it is. Psalms 32, 7 to 11 says, I am your hiding place. I will protect you from trouble and surround you with songs of deliverance. I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you and watch over you. Rejoice in me. And so that's what's going on with our verse of the day out of the book of Psalms, Psalms 32, 7 through 11. All right, countdowns are on. We are 9 days away from the Daytona 500. The Food City 500, 65 days out. You can get your tickets here today. And when you do, we have Victoria and Aaron from Bristol Motor Speedway. They'll be on the camera here in a second. You'll see them on the backdrop. Bristol Motor Speedway table's here, so when you come by today and when you give them some information for their email account and for you to pass on some info, get a free bottle opener, and then if you buy tickets today here from Food City and Piney Flats, we will give you ball caps. And again, plus you'll get 500 value points for every ticket you purchase from Food City. Again, buy your Bristol tickets for less here at Food City. Again, $50 tickets for the Food City 500. Kids 12 and under are a $10 ticket. And, of course, the Fitzgerald Glider Kits 300 and the Zombie Auto 150 on that Saturday, April the 14th. Those tickets are $30 for adults, and kids get in free. Can't beat that. And so those tickets are on sale. Front office here at Food City in Piney Flats, Terry Templeton store. Earn 500 bonus value points when, of course, you buy your tickets from any Food City. Again, today we're at Food City in Piney Flats, and next Friday we'll be at Food City in Boones Creek, broadcasting live then in March. We go to Churchill. Don't have the schedule in front of me. I know we go to Churchill the first Friday in March, so we're all over the place at Food City. We love it. So, again, that's what's going on there. Now, the sale today, one-day sale. Here it is. As you can see, the Food City Fantastic Friday one-day sale. Here are some of the specials going on all day long till midnight tonight. Bakery Fresh Red Velvet Cake, single layer for $5. Also, you have Totino's Pizza Rolls, 90 to a box, $4.99, limit 4 per person. Also, you have Betty Crocker Cake Mix, limit 4 per person, 79 cents a box. You have Food Club Chunky Soup. Love me some Food Club Chunky Soup. 99, that sirloin vegetable. Ooh, good stuff. Had a bowl last night. Food Club Chunky Soup, 99 cents. Selected varieties of saltine crackers, 99 cents. Also at your local Food City all day long today, Harvest Club russet potatoes, 10-pound bag for $3.99. And also the Food City Fresh whole boneless pork loin for $1.49. And Terry's going to tell you about the Pick 5, save $5 on the Pick 5 meat. And that's going on today all day long at all food cities here in the Tri-Cities. So we are here, setting on go, ready to roll. We've got lots to talk about. High school basketball, college basketball, the NBA, a lot of trades yesterday in the NBA, and of course most notably in trade movement, I guess you would say, the Cleveland Cavaliers unloading several people and trying to revamp that basketball team heading down the home stretch, getting ready for the playoffs, and not that far away. And it is far away. They got basketball for another couple of months before they really get into the playoffs. So again, the trade deadline yesterday, and a lot of guys moving around, and I think the team that probably helped themselves the best, at least on paper, would be the Cleveland Cavaliers. And so we'll see how this all transpires as we move on into the season. We'll have that for you coming up here. Basketball, both NBA, college basketball, and a big night tonight in high school basketball, the final weekend of the regular season, and final night of conference play for most schools. Some schools are playing tomorrow night because of weather makeup games, but for all intents and purposes, this is the final night of the regular season in high school basketball. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll check in with our buddy Terry Templeton, store manager, is going to join us coming up here in just a few minutes. And then our first segment, we'll take a look at basketball. Coming up here in just a few, show number 685. We're live at Food City in Piney Flats on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City is starting off 2018 with monster savings on over 350 new Chevrolets to choose from. Take advantage of these awesome savings for a limited time only. Silverado Crew and Double Cabs, $10,000 off MSRP. 17 Spark, $11,995. 18 Equinox, $19,995. 17 Traverse, $28,995. 17 Corvette, 20% off MSRP. Shop us online 24/7, and don't forget our Saturday parts and service hours. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
The savings continue the month of February at Max Medicine Mart in Kingsport. All natural factors 20% off. Folic acid, CoQ10, apple cider vinegar capsules, B12. They're all on sale. Anything natural factors, all 20% off the month of February at Max Medicine Mart. No coupons, no limits. It's a flat 20% off anytime you buy natural factors in February at Max Medicine Mart. Max Medicine Mart, Center Street, Kingsport. Natural factors 20% off in February. Make tracks to Max Medicine Mart.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Back with the Tom Douglas Sports Show. No, I'm not Terry Templeton. Let's get him on the screen because he's the store manager and a dear friend and a great guy. And boom, there he is. Wave at him, Terry. There you go. How you doing?
Good. How about you, Tom?
Good. Right up here's your camera. So we got the big eye on you, and gosh, it's a great day. The weather is. We got a lot of rain coming, but you know what? You and I talked about this.
It's beautiful today.
It's beautiful today. And if it was a lot colder, that rain would be up to our ears in snow.
We have 6 or 8 inches of snow.
Oh yes.
Don't want that.
No. We can turn on the windshield wipers and wash that water away.
That's
so
right.
we are into a flood watch here in the area starting tomorrow morning through Sunday night. So we're talking 2 to 3 inches of rain coming our way. Hello to Jason Hash. Hello to Jerry Keller. Hello to Mike Hedrick up in Woodbridge, Virginia. Going to have him on top of the hour. Andy Thaxton in St. Albans and Charleston, West Virginia. Hello to you kids. And so, here we go. Fantastic Friday one-day celebration. How long have you been in the grocery business?
34 years.
34 years. So you know a deal when you see a deal.
Absolutely.
We got some good ones. So take it away. Tell me some of the good ones at all Food Cities today.
One of the biggest things that I see is the boneless pork loins for $1.49. We have those on Madness quite a bit, on Fridays, and the $1.49 is one of the better prices that we run on them. It's a really good deal. They'll slice that free for you in the meat department. Some of them they have already sliced, so you can just get it and go, or they'll slice it the thickness that you want it. The other thing is the Pick 5 meat sale. It's $5 off on the Pick 5. It's normally $19.99, and today it's $14.99. So that's an outstanding deal. You can get a good variety of stuff in there. We've got some steaks. We've got some ground beef. We've got some different products in there that you can get. 5 of them, any of them that have the Pick 5 sticker on it, you get those for $14.99 today.
Sweetheart deal. And that's till midnight tonight at all Food Cities across 4 states. Well, we got stores now, 131 stores. Tennessee, Kentucky, Virginia, and Georgia. And who knows where we'll be going next, but that's where we got. And 131 stores, and it's rocking. Love promoting Food City. And we're going to let Terry talk about school bucks in a moment, but some other specials you see. I see potatoes on sale, pizzas on sale.
10 Harvest Club russet potatoes, 10-pound bag, $3.99. We've got our RC 6-pack half-liter products, 6 for $10. We've got Reese's Peanut Butter Hearts 6-pack, $2.49 for Valentine's Day. We've got our red velvet cakes in the Bakery Deli for $5. We've got Chips Ahoy cookies, 9.5 to 13 ounce, $1.99. That's an exceptional buy on those. And we've got Totino's pizza rolls, 90 count for $4.99.
That's the limit too. When they've got them good, they put a limit on it, limit 4, and so all that's going on again at all Food Cities through midnight tonight. And of course, if you like A&W root beer, and I do, you get 6 6-pack half-liter bottles, 6 for $10.
You got $10.
A&W, Diet A&W. What's the other soft drinks over there?
7-Up, Diet Right.
Sunkist.
Sunkist is now a A&W brand
Yeah. So it's all good. Again, it's 6 for $10 again at your local Food City. Tell them about School Bucks. I think it's one of the coolest things you do. Tell them about School Bucks and how easy it is to make money, if you will, for your kids or grandkids or whomever's schools.
All you have to do is register your value card with the school that you want to donate to. Shop. Every dollar that you buy, you get a point donated to the school, and they accumulate points. And at the end of the promotion, we take them a check for the amount that they've earned. And you don't have to have a child in the school. You can register at any school that you want to. If you got a grandchild or whatever, you can register at their school. You can split it between 2 schools if you got one in high school, one middle school. But all you have to do is come in and do your normal shopping, and we accumulate the money for them and take it to them in a check, and they can use the check for whatever they choose to use it for.
Each week when I stop at the different Food Cities, I always like to ask the managers what kind of checks in terms of value or in terms of amount did you pass out. What did you do this year, some checks?
We had a $1,400 one and a $1,600 one this year.
Wow. That's $3,000 right here out of this store. So,
and anybody that's got children in school knows how strapped they are for money and how the teachers are having to spend their own money in the classrooms. And I just feel like it's a great program.
It's a very good program.
Something that we really enjoy doing to help.
Yeah, well, take it out of the system. Imagine, I think it's $13 million over the years that Food City's given to schools. Take that out of their out of their bank accounts, if you will, and they'd be in a world of trouble.
Takes a lot back away from them. It does.
Yeah. And the beauty of this is that we say every week is you can be at any Food City, swipe your value card, and even though your school may be here in Piney Flats or in Elizabethton or Pikeville, Kentucky, wherever your school is you choose to do, that particular school, you still get credit for it.
Right.
So,
and if you live in Knoxville and you've got a child that goes to school here and you want to do their school, then you can still get the value points to it.
Yeah. How that works, of course, is the store has a book of all the schools. Each school has a code. You just put the code on one time, and then every time they swipe your value card, it goes to that school, and that school's account, and it accrues money and points. So it's a no-brainer. It's called School Bucks, and it's available here at Food City, and we appreciate that. Hello, Renee McNeil. Hello, Jerry Keller. Jason Hash is stuck in Michigan in snow. God bless you, my friend. I'm glad I'm here in Tennessee. The sun's out, 45 degrees, rain's coming. Hello to Kristen Schneider Rushing. What a sweetheart. She's appreciate her very much. Gosh, go back a long way with her and her mom and dad and their family. So hello to Kristen. Let's talk racing. We are 65 days away from the Food City 500. You can get your tickets right here at Food City in Piney Flats. And I'll tell you what's really neat is you've added the value points when you buy each ticket. Tell me about it.
You get 500 bonus value points every time you buy tickets from us, and all you have to do is buy the tickets and swipe your card, and it automatically goes on your system, and that's four gas visits.
Yep.
It's a good trip toward that, or you can get 5% off at the registers, off your groceries. But tickets for the Food City 500 in April are adults $50 and kids $10. And that's, it's just an awesome buy, an awesome opportunity to experience it if you've never done it. And for those hardcore people, it's a good deal to get you back into it.
Well, 500 bonus value points per, I would assume, if you tracked it, most people come in and buy a pair of tickets, not just one. Mm-hmm. So if you buy two, you get 1,000 bonus points. Right. So if I'm doing my ciphering right, that's 6 gas visits, basically 3 gas visits per ticket. Is that correct?
Right, that is correct.
So
you can use those on Wednesdays to get the double discount, the 30 cents off a gallon, and save yourself a lot of money.
You got it. A lot of money. Gas is going up a little bit because of the winter weather, not just at Food City, but all locations. So, and AAA, I saw an article said it is going to go up some and then expect to drop back down. So it's kind of fluctuating, but still, you compare what we pay for gas to other places in the country, we have it pretty good. So even we think it's high, it's not high compared to other places.
We're still in good shape compared to most places.
You got it. Now, before I let you go, we'll continue to promote the one-day sale, but next Wednesday is the Day of Love.
Day of Love.
And if you're looking for something for Valentine's Day, here it is right here. Tell me what all you've got for Valentine's and Food City.
We are your Valentine's headquarters. We've got everything that you need. We've got the best deal that I see is what we call a Cupid's combo, and it is a dozen premium quality sleeved roses and a dozen chocolate dipped strawberries. And our chocolate dipped strawberries are absolutely amazing. Mm-hmm. They're fresh strawberries that we get in through our produce department. They're dipped in our bakery delis and decorated. And you put those with those roses, and that's all anybody could ask for Valentine's Day, in my opinion.
$26.99.
$26.99.
You get roses and strawberries. They've combined them. Now, what woman wouldn't go bananas if she got a dozen roses and some chocolate dipped strawberries?
That's right.
I would think you'd score a lot of brownies, wouldn't you?
That's right. We've also got candy trays at our bakery deli, $5.99 a pound, with all of our varieties of candies that we make in store. And it's fresh, just like you'd make it in your kitchen.
I want to show this too. I think this is a cool thing. I want Terry to describe this. It's called a candy arrangement. But they take candy bars, and so I can put it right here. They take candy bars. See right there in my finger. It's called candy arrangements for $19.99. I think this is a really cool thing. There's your chocolate dipped berries. If you just want to get the berries, they're $10.99 for a pound. So tell me about the candy arrangement. That's something really cool too.
They can put those. They can do some really neat things with those. They can put those candy arrangements in any kind of container that you want. They can put them in a regular floral vase, or they can put them in cups or mugs or dishes or whatever you want to put them in. And you can choose your favorite candy bars. You can do Reese's cups, Hershey bars, whatever you want to put in them, and they can decorate around them however you want to with whatever you need in them.
Yeah, creativity is the name of the game of Food City, again, particularly in the floral department, and that's where this comes out of. And so you can't see from here, but over there the balloons are here, the Mylar balloons, and I would recommend not waiting to the last minute, because a lot of folks come in here and hit it on Valentine's Day, and that would be, do it when you can and while you can. I'd do it this weekend and take it and hide it somewhere. And she just unplugged.
It fell off when I plugged in.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. Would you plug me back in, Terry, please?
Gotcha.
Bottom, top or bottom? Probably the top. So there you go again. So candy arrangements $19.99, red hearts for $8.99, chocolate dip berries for $10.99. All this again, Valentine's, the Day of Love at your local Food City. Even got little stuffed animals too.
Yeah, got Valentine's plush for $4.99, and we'll have plenty. We will not run out. So if you wait till Valentine's Day afternoon, we'll still have what you need.
Oh yeah, but if you don't, you're gonna be a smart guy. Don't procrastinate, right?
Yeah.
And don't forget.
You don't want to come in here in a panic.
No, and don't forget. Please don't forget, because then you're in here buying Ren 1010 doghouse stuff, right? Try and get out of the doghouse.
That's it.
Good man. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Tom.
Bunch. Yes, sir. Quick break. We'll be right back, and we'll take a look at college basketball, pro basketball, and high school basketball. And Darius Hensley joins us from the Cove, the Billy Graham Training Center in Black Mountain, North Carolina. He's going to join us, tell us about Will Graham coming to town, tell you all about that. And our basketball segment is next here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City is starting off 2018 with monster savings on over 350 new Chevrolets to choose from. Take advantage of these awesome savings for a limited time only. Silverado Crew and Double Cabs, $10,000 off MSRP. 17 Spark, $11,995. 18 Equinox, $19,995. 17 Traverse, $28,995. 17 Corvette, 20% off MSRP. Shop us online 24/7, and don't forget our Saturday parts and service hours. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
The savings continue the month of February at Max Medicine in Kingsport. All natural factors 20% off. Folic acid, CoQ10, apple cider vinegar capsules, B12. They're all on sale. Anything natural factors, all 20% off the month of February at Max Medicine Mart. No coupons, no limits. It's a flat 20% off anytime you buy natural factors in February at Max Medicine Mart. Max Medicine Mart, Center Street, Kingsport. Natural factors 20% off in February. Make tracks to Max Medicine Mart.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Well, thank you very much. Just made a new friend, Marvin Johnson. Hello, Marvin Johnson. That's nice. You from here in Piney Flats?
Oh, yeah.
P Flats?
Yeah, I claim those.
Well, get in here and come in there where they can see you. There you go. There's old Marvin Johnson. Well, thank you.
I think you're going to be speaking at our church.
I think I am. I'm going to be doing a Gideon service at your church soon. Yeah, that's awesome. I don't care what they say about Darius. I like him, don't you?
Yeah, I do too.
There you go. Well, thank you, Marvin. Very kind. So we are here live again at Food City on Piney Flats. Let's run down college basketball top 25. We've got Darius Hensley waiting in the wings to talk to us. You have North Carolina last night. If you watched it, the Tar Heels came from behind. They were down some of the ball game. I didn't see all of it, saw part of it, but they rallied to beat Duke 82-78 last night. 21st ranked Tar Heels, the defending national champions, now 18-7. Duke, 9th in the country, falls to 19-5. They'll play again here in a couple of weeks before the end of the regular season in Durham at Cameron Indoor Stadium. So Duke will have a chance to redeem themselves. 16th ranked Clemson last night, a 24-point win. They run their record to 20-4. They blow out Pitt by 24, 72-48 at Clemson. 11th ranked St. Mary's goes on the road and wins by 21, 83-62. 12th ranked Gonzaga, 10-point win at Pacific, 71-61. And 13th ranked Arizona, UCLA upsets them at Arizona. Told you yesterday it could be a trap game, and it was. Bruins run their record to 17-7. They win at Arizona 82-74. Arizona 13th ranked in the country. They fall to 19-6. Top 25 college basketball tonight. One game, Davidson, the Wildcats at number 18 Rhode Island, who is 19-3 on the season. Tomorrow got some dandies in college basketball. None bigger than third-ranked Purdue at 23-3 will be at number 4 Michigan State at 23-3. That's a 4 o'clock tip-off tomorrow at ESPN. That's huge in the Big Ten. It's huge in the top 5 in the country as well. Other big games, North Carolina comes right back after beating Duke, goes at NC State. That'll be tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Wolfpack at 16-8. North Carolina at 18-7 on the season. Also tomorrow you got Xavier, 5th-ranked Musketeers, traveling to Creighton, who's 18-6. That could be an interesting game on the road for Xavier in the land of the Blue Jays at Creighton. Also tomorrow you've got Tennessee, the Volunteers, 15th in the country at 18-5 on the road. 6 o'clock tip-off at Alabama. Crimson Tide at 15-9. It'll be a tough game for Rick Barnes and the much improved Volunteers on the road tomorrow evening at Alabama. Other big games, 12th ranked Gonzaga will be at number 11 St. Mary's. That'll be a big one. 24th ranked Kentucky, 17-7, a young team with growing pains. They'll play at Texas A&M tomorrow night at 16-8. Southern Cal will be at number 13 Arizona Trojans at 17-7. Arizona 13th in the country at 19-5. Other games tomorrow, top ranked Villanova hosting Butler. 19th ranked West Virginia, the Mountaineers will be at home tomorrow at 12 o'clock. ESPN tip-off against the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. 14-10, they'll play that one in Morgantown, of course. 10th ranked Kansas goes to Baylor. 17th ranked Oklahoma at Iowa State tomorrow. 25th ranked Miami goes to Boston College. 8th ranked Auburn plays at Georgia. 14th ranked Ohio State hosting the Iowa Hawkeyes. Also tomorrow, 22nd ranked Wichita State. The Shockers hosting UConn. You have number 2 Virginia 23-1 hosting their cross-state rival, the Virginia Tech Hokies, at 17-7. That'll be a 6:15 tip-off tomorrow on ESPN. Texas Tech, 7th ranked Red Raiders at 20-4 will be at Kansas State 17-7. That'll be a good one. 23rd ranked Nevada hosting San Diego State. And that's your top 25 college basketball for today and tomorrow. Of course, the big one for Tennessee fans will be Tennessee at Alabama and Virginia Tech. The Hokies playing at Virginia tomorrow as well. Hello, Kelly Astor. We're going to be talking about your swimmer. Got it right here. Your swimmer, Maggie Halloran, highlighted Milligan's efforts on day 1 of the Appalachian Athletic Conference Swimming Championships by breaking a meet record in the 500 freestyle at the Kingsport Aquatic Center. How about that? That would be Coach Essler's swimmer, Maggie Halloran. Hope I'm saying it right. Halloran. Also led by Sarah Farmer in the 50 freestyle. 8 Milligan swimmers met National March in the morning session. How about that? So on the men's side, Matthew McFalls and Brian Sackett also swam the national standards. Lindsey Grow, hope I'm saying it right, Grow, or Grow, I guess it'd be Grow. Macy Montgomery. And so They are doing a fantastic job. They are, or she is. That'd be Kelly Essler, the swimming coach at Milligan College. So I want to give them a little plug. She's watching. Thank you. We have to get her back on the show here soon. Let's take a look at NBA. A lot of trades, of course, the trade deadline yesterday. Let's run them down for you as far as who played and who did what last night. Orlando wins by 2 over Atlanta. It was Toronto, a 25-point win over the Knickerbockers in Toronto. Boston goes to Washington, beats them in overtime, 110-104. Celtics now 40-16 on the season. Portland 109-103 win over Charlotte. Golden State and Dallas and Oklahoma City and the Lakers playing last night as well in the NBA. Golden State again with a big win over Dallas. And again, did I get a score? I don't know if I'll have to double check on the score for the Lakers and Oklahoma City. I'll do that during the break and come back with that for you. Tonight, a couple of good ones. Indiana 30-25 in Boston at 40-16. Also tonight, Milwaukee at 30-23 in Miami to battle the Heat at 29-26. Other games tonight, New Orleans and Philadelphia. The Pistons hosting the Clippers. Cleveland, the Cavaliers. New team, obviously, revamping that team, heading off to battle the Hawks in Atlanta. You've got Denver at Houston, Charlotte at Utah, Minnesota at Chicago, and Sacramento will be hosting Portland tonight in men's top 25. Listen to that, men's top 25 in the NBA from last night. Now, real quick, let's take a look at high school basketball ready to go. Final weekend of the regular season. Final conference games tonight, regular schedule. There'll be some makeups tomorrow night because of the weather, but here's who's playing where tonight. Cherokee at Science Hill, Daniel Boone at Tennessee High. These are doubleheaders. Volunteer at Dobbins Minute, Happy Valley at Sullivan East, North Green at Unaka, University High at Sullivan North, and then the Hampton Bulldogs will be in Cloudland. These are doubleheaders for tonight in boys and girls basketball. We will be in Elizabeth and bring you the doubleheader. We're looking forward to it, too. We've got the Lady Cyclones at 6:30 and the gentlemen at 8 o'clock tonight, thanks to Sprint. Got us a new piece of equipment, and we're excited. We're going to be able to bring you the games from John Treadway Gymnasium, so we'll have that for you tonight. We'll go on air at 6:20 with the pregame tip-off at 6:30 for the Lady Cyclones on senior night. Then come right back and bring you Lucas Honeycutt's gentlemen. Final game of the regular season for the Cyclones. The tournament starts on Wednesday. The district AA tournament will be in Elizabeth, and the AAA at Crockett, and the single A tournament will be at Daniel Boone. So we will, again, bring you those games tonight. And we're also going to bring you the Cyclones in the tournament next week as well. We're very excited about that. And one note, Science Hill won the coin flip Thursday morning at the basketball coaches meeting, the District 1 AAA basketball coaches meeting, to give the Hilltoppers the #1 seed over Dobbins Minute in the upcoming boys tournament, provided both teams win their games tonight. That would be Dobbins Minute hosting Volunteer and Science Hill hosting Cherokee. On the girls' side, Daniel Boone and Science Hill are the #1, #2 seeds. Top 2 seeds in the boys and girls get byes into the semifinal round, thus guaranteeing they'll be advancing to the regional tournament. And so everything starts next week across the region. Again, the single A tournament at Daniel Boone, the AA tournament at Elizabeth, and AAA tournament will be at Crockett High School. And Rena Davis scored 33 and grabbed 14 boards, both career best. And number 11 Tennessee made 9 of 10 free throws in the last minute to hold off Arkansas 90-85 last night. They played them on the road at Arkansas. Lady Vols now 20-4 on the season and 8-3 in the Southeastern Conference. That's your basketball wrap up. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back and we'll jump in and talk to our buddy. He's in the house. Darius Hensley joins us. Coming up next year, we're live at Food City in Piney Flats on the fantastic Friday one-day celebration. We'll be right back right after this on show number 685 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City is starting off 2018 with monster savings on over 350 new Chevrolets to choose from. Take advantage of these awesome savings for a limited time only. Silverado Crew and Double Cabs, $10,000 off MSRP. 17 Spark, $11,995. 18 Equinox, $19,995. 17 Traverse, $28,995. 17 Corvette, 20% off MSRP. Shop us online 24/7 and don't forget our Saturday parts and service hours. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
The savings continue the month of February at Max Medicine in Kingsport. All natural factors 20% off. Folic acid, CoQ10, apple cider vinegar capsules, B12. They're all on sale. Anything natural factors, all 20% off the month of February at Max Medicine Mart. No coupons, no limits. It's a flat 20% off anytime you buy natural factors in February at Max Medicine Mart. Max Medicine Mart, Center Street, Kingsport. Natural factors 20% off in February. Make tracks to Max Medicine Mart.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Back with the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. He's going to join us right here, and I want to get him on the screen. Our buddy Darius Hensley from the Cove. I want to remind you, we're going to be broadcasting live tomorrow at Phil's Dream Pit, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. If you're a veteran, you're going to rack up. You're going to rock out, because here's how it's working. Tomorrow's our 10th anniversary. If you go in there today and tomorrow and bring in some canned goods for Second Harvest Food Bank, you get 10% off your bill. Then tomorrow you get 10% off all orders because it's the birthday. And then if you're a veteran, you get another 10%. So you go in there tomorrow with some canned goods and show that you're a veteran, you're going to get 30% off your bill tomorrow at Phil's Dream Pit. Again, the Quest for Perfect Barbecue, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. It is awesome. And then also 10% of all the sales tomorrow, they're going to turn right around and donate right back to Second Harvest Food Bank to feed the hungry. So we're going to be there broadcasting live tomorrow from 1 to 3, and looking forward to doing that. We're going to be busy. Tonight we got a doubleheader in basketball. The Elizabethton Lady Cyclones hosting the front-running top team in the conference, the Lady Cougars of Sullivan Central, who will come in at 13-9. The Lady Cyclones at 9-17, but much improved under Lucas Andrews. They'll be playing tonight in Game 1. Game 2 will be the gentlemen, Sullivan Central at 8-17 against the Elizabethton Cyclones at 7-20. And so a doubleheader tonight beginning at 6:20 right here on the Tom Douglas Sports Show Facebook page. Thanks to Sprint. Can't wait to do that tonight. And so we got a chance to get behind the mic, call some play-by-play. Haven't done that for a while, Darius, so
okay.
I'm glad to get back.
That's
and
good.
I may say 1st and 10 when the boys dribble down the floor.
Okay.
Or call third strike.
There you go.
And also we start our baseball coverage a month from Tuesday. March the 13th, we've got 20-plus games of Elizabethton Cyclone baseball. And, of course, brought to you by Chick-fil-A and Elizabeth and a lot of other folks, too. So we're going to be busy over the next couple of months and weeks, and we like it. So speaking of busy, it's been busy here in the Tri-Cities. Tomorrow night is the final night of these classes called the Christian Life and Witness Course. Tomorrow night it'll be at Faith Miracle Sanctuary in Johnson City, Antioch Baptist Church in Bristol, Virginia, and Central Baptist Church in Kingsport. Darius with us from the Cove, kind of a pseudo representative of the Cove, but you're here nonetheless, and this has been going very, very good for this Will Graham celebration, hasn't it?
Very much so, Tom. And I tell you what, the reviews coming back from the visit over there the 22nd of this month have been tremendous. I don't know how many people it's told me they enjoyed your interview, especially with Will. It's great.
And we've got that. Jeremiah, our buddy from Appalachian Digital, my IT guy, my social media guy, my guru, has told me you'll have that up hopefully by the end of the weekend to have a chance for you to go in and watch on a podcast just the Will Graham. You were there. What would you call it? What sermonette, I guess?
Sermonette, interview, and
challenge.
Challenge. That's right.
I guess that'd be it, the Will Graham Challenge. He's coming to town April the 27th, 28th, and 29th. Again at Freedom Hall here in Johnson City. It's going to be an exciting time, and so right down the road in Johnson City. We're in Piney Flats, but it's going to be an exciting time. 27th, 28th, and 29th. You've got some friendship evangelism seminars. The music's been announced. Who's going to be there? And it's incredible. So take off and tell me what you want to tell us about. So start with the friendship evangelism seminar.
All right, the friendship evangelism seminars actually will be Monday, March the 5th, Tuesday, March the 6th, and Thursday, March the 8th. And this is the why and how we do the friendship program. And we need to minister to these people and people that we bring, and this can be, now that would come to the celebration. And on Monday, March the 5th, they'll be at Hosanna Fellowship, which is in Johnson City. And on Tuesday, March the 6th, at Fellowship Chapel in Bristol. And then on Thursday, March the 8th, they'll be at Sullivan Baptist. Again, if you get the addresses, or if you have any information, call our office. It's on North Boone Street. That phone number is 461-0057. They can give you any information of these upcoming meetings that we're going to have, seminars.
See, what I think is neat about this, we had the classes. We're going to have a big kids program around the celebration. So he just doesn't come to town, do a couple of meetings, and leave. He's like his grandfather. There's a lot of preparation leading up to this, isn't there?
Very much so, yes. It's as much as the 3-day celebration. It's all the work beforehand. And training, what do you say to these people? How do you get people to come? Once they come to the celebration, they make that decision for Christ. We need to get them in a church, work with them, study programs, and get the Bible. We want to get them involved somewhere. So we just don't go down there that night and then forget those folks.
Exactly. And that's what I love about promoting this, the Will Graham celebration. You brought me the sheet, the music. Tell me who's coming Friday, Saturday, and Sundays when this is, the 27th, the 28th, and 29th. So some of these folks, I know they're locals, and that's even more exciting because these are folks that you know and work with and are around here in the Tri-City. So tell me on Friday who's going to be here.
Friday will be the Moore Brothers Band, Aaron Schultz, and the Adoration Band will be there on Friday. And then on Saturday, it'll be April Taylor Barnes and also Crowder. Will be there on Saturday. And on Sunday, Jennifer Trent.
Young lady from Kingsport.
And then, of course, Aaron Schultz again, and Ellie Holcomb will be there. So that's the program for the 3 days.
Yeah, Friday, the Moore Brothers Band, Aaron Schust, the Adoration Band. On Saturday, April Taylor Barnes and Crowder. Then on Sunday, it'll be at 7 o'clock on Friday and Saturday. Then Sunday will be a 4 o'clock meeting or celebration. It'll be Jennifer Trent, Aaron Schust, and Ellie Holcomb. What's cool about that is he's having a 4 o'clock on Sunday, so you can still go to your morning service at your church, and it's not going to cut into them or interrupt them, nor it'll probably be over for the evening services will start as well. So, gives extend out of the way the local churches and their services, which I think is pretty cool. Hello to Leslie Thacker Marion up in Nitro, West Virginia, watching the show. Say hello to Leslie.
Hi, Leslie. How are you this morning?
Oh, one of my classmates.
Great.
She's a sweetheart.
Great.
She's a nice one.
Thank you.
Like that Japanese car. She's a nice one. Oh,
okay.
Yeah, she's a nice one. Lady could, I guess what I remember about her and Mary Ellen Malone, we talked about her earlier in the week, is, you get around people that make you laugh.
Oh, yeah.
And they got that infectious laugh and giggle.
Yeah.
I remember Leslie always was making me laugh. Always. So I always appreciate about her. She's a sweetie. Hey, Tom, I'm great. Thank you. And she is, like I said, In fact, I used to call her Giggle Box in high school some because she always made me giggle. Anyway, hello to Leslie. So this is all coming down here again in April. It'll be here before you know it, the Will Graham celebration. And so
it's all free, Tom.
Oh, yeah, it's all free. Tell folks again about the Cove. There's the website. If they've never been to the Cove, they got classes and seminars, workshops all year long. It's right outside of Asheville, North Carolina. Tell us about the Cove.
All right, the Cove, you'll go to thecove.org, and you can get the update on the seminars. We have something going on almost every weekend. We have seminars that are free for military-connected personnel. We have free seminars for ministers and their spouse. There's at least 3 or 4 for the military and about 3 for the ministers throughout the year. And there's a lot of named people coming in. And one we discussed before, J.R. Brown will be in there. That's in June, I think, sometime. But if you have any question on that, give us a call at our local number 461-0057, and we can give you more information on the Cove, because there's a lot of different activities going on, and a lot of these activities are free. And of course, you can stay on campus if you want. We have 2 inns, the Pilgrim Inn and the Shepherd's Inn, if you'd like to stay there. And there's motels real close, just off campus. 1,200 acres, as I said before. You come off Interstate 40, leave your problems there, and it's another world.
It is another world. Went there last couple of weeks ago, or last month, and we went to the guard area because they do have a guard house to go for security reasons. We get that. Right past it, 7 or 8 turkeys just kind of meandered across the road. We've seen deer up in there, so it's beautiful. Leslie, by the way, is in Nashville. See, she left West Virginia. She's in Nashville today with her mama, and so she's in Tennessee, the volunteer state in Nashville, down at the Music City, state capital. So hello to Leslie and her mama, who's traveling down here into, I was going to say God's country, but West Virginia's God's country too. That's my home state. So anyway, hello to Leslie. Appreciate her very much. And so this is God's country too over in western North Carolina. The website for the Cove is
cove.org.
The Cove, COVE.org. You need to check it out. And folks we appreciate that very much. What would you like to leave us with, my good friend?
Coming up, another thing, if we had the witness classes that were taught for 3 weeks, Tom, we had over 1,600 people signed up the first week. I don't know what the final totals came out. We don't know yet. But we had for the youth, they were 3 straight Wednesday nights. Tremendous turnout. All over the Tri-Cities came. And, of course, these churches were from Kingsport, Bristol, Johnson City, you name it. But now, let's say this. You did not attend. You couldn't get there for some reason. And you said, hey, this sounds great. I've talked to some people. I want to get in on that. Okay, we still have a chance. Coming up on Saturday, March the 10th. And this will be at 9 o'clock at Calvary Church in Johnson City. We're going to try to cover all 3 weeks that we had. You're going to get a capsule of those 3 days. Come on, all the materials are free, and I tell you, you'll love it. So if you're out there and you didn't get a chance, this is your last chance right here. This is your silver bullet. So come on out if you can, and these are the locations.
March the 10th. You're going to leave that with me,
I'll leave this all with you, all of it. Yep.
All right, there you go. Good stuff, my friend.
Thank you.
Thecove.org. Appreciate my man Darius Hensley, because he got all this started, 6-8 weeks ago, if not longer. And so since then, we've been to the Cove and did our show over there, as we talked about. You know what would be really cool? When J.B. Brown's over there from CBS Sports, go over and do my show and have him on the show. That'd be cool. We'll pull that one off. That'd be neat. So there's old Marvin Johnson. Marvin was very kind.
He's back again.
He's back. He's buying some groceries to the old Food City. Darius, thank you, my friend.
You too, pal. Appreciate you so much.
Oh, yeah, he's a good man, and a good chance to promote what's going on. And, of course, if you watch this show, we're going to proclaim the gospel from time to time. That's what it's all about. This is his show, so why would I not? Let's take a look again at some of the specials going on in Food City. Harvest Club russet potatoes, 10-pound bag for $3.99. Also, RC Products, A&W root beer, among others. 6-pack half-liter bottle, 6 for $10. Carolina Pride bacon, a 12-ounce package for $1.99. Coming up, top of the hour, we're going to talk NASCAR. We're going to go to the phone, talk to our buddy Mike Hedrick, as the Clash is tomorrow, the Can-Am Duels next Thursday, and cars on the track. The car haulers are in Daytona as we speak, getting registered, so it's exciting time if you're a NASCAR fan, and we are, of course. So they'll be racing tomorrow. We'll tell you all about that again with the Clash. We'll let Mike tell us about that coming up here in a few minutes. Also, we have for sale today, you got Food Club Rising Crust Pizza for $2.99, limit 4. Also, Pepperidge Farm Goldfish, $1 a box, 10 for 10. Food Club Chunk Cheese, you've got limit 2. That would be $2.99. The Food Club Butter, $2.49, limit 4. By the way, the Pepperidge Farm Goldfish, it's $1 a box, or 10 for 10, limit 10. So you can come in and get 10 boxes of goldfish. If you have a daycare or someplace, there are a lot of youngins like goldfish. You just like goldfish. They got them on sale, $1 a box, 10 for 10 today. Wampler sausage patties, 18 count, $3.99 here in Piney Flats and all Food Cities. Also, Bakery Fresh Red Velvet Cake, a single layer for $5. Also, the Fiji or Monster Energy 4-pack 16-ounce cans for $4.99. And also, going on today, Hostess Twinkies. How could you not go wrong with Hostess Twinkies? Hostess Twinkies, you have limit 4, $1.99 a box. Again, all this going on today. And don't forget the Food Club Chunky Soup. Don't really want to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this. Cold weather's going to be back. It's not gone totally. Although it's much warmer, going to be in the 60s. Yay! All the way through next week. But I'm sure somewhere down the line it's going to get cold again. Typically does in February and obviously in March. So, but anyway, whether it does or not, soup, anytime's a good time to eat soup. And so this Food Club Chunky Soup, 18-ounce can for 99 cents at your local Food City. And JFG Coffee, if you drink coffee, a 30-ounce container for $4.99, limit 2, again at your local Food Cities. That's some of the specials going on today here at all 131 Food City stores across 4 states, Tennessee, Virginia, Kentucky, and Georgia. So we appreciate Food City. Again, next week will be a Food City in Boones Creek. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Are we close? Close enough for government work, as they say. We'll take a break. We'll go to the top of the hour, and we'll check in with our buddy Mike Hedrick talking NASCAR. Coming up next, we're live at Food City, show number 685. Don't forget tonight, we got a basketball doubleheader. Haven't done any play-by-play for a while. It's going to be fun to get back in behind the mic, call some play-by-play basketball. We're going to do it, and we'll do it tonight beginning at 6:20 with the Lady Cyclones of Elizabethton taking on Sullivan Central. We'll also do it tonight right after that, the boys game. Lucas Honeycutt Cyclones taking on the Cougars of Sullivan Central in the doubleheader tonight. Tomorrow, we'll be live from 1 to 3 at Phil's Dream Pit. Again, the Quest for Perfect Barbecue will be there broadcasting live tomorrow as well. So over and above the regular show, we're busy, and I like it. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll check in with Mike Hedrick from Northern Virginia talking NASCAR on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Do you like pulled pork? At Phil's, the pulled pork is cooked low and slow. We cook it all night, but we serve it fast. Our pulled pork is hickory smoked, tender and juicy. We serve the pork either as a sandwich on a bun or platter style with garlic toast. And don't forget to try our pork wings. They taste like a cross between ham and our sweet ribs. It comes as a meal, as an add-on, or part of our meat sampler platters. Pulled pork and pork wings. Just 2 great reasons to stop by Phil's Dream Pit. Eastern Star exit off I-26, 349-6437. Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, One call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400, your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
Back live with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's go to the phone. He's there, our buddy, our dear friend in Woodbridge, Virginia, Northern Virginia, our buddy Mike Hedrick. Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Man, I am gearing up. The haulers are moving into Daytona. They're actually going to be on the track later on this afternoon. They're waiting until after the Tom Taylor Show, but they're going to be on the track later on today. Gearing up. Lots going on. So, I'm so excited, Tom. You had to hold me back all winter long, but this is my time now. I'm ready.
I'm ready too. The garage opens at noon today at Daytona, and of course, as you said, the car haulers are there and getting lined up where they need to be for the entire week. So they'll be on the track later today. Of course, tomorrow will be the random drawing for the pit selection for the Clash at 10 o'clock in the morning. Final practice tomorrow morning again for the Clash right around 10:35. So this is exciting. So set the stage. We got the Clash and the Can-Am duels in the Daytona 500. So kind of set the stage what's going to be going on starting tomorrow.
Okay, well, like we said, we got stuff going on the track today and tomorrow, Saturday. A lot of action getting ready to go on. Qualifying for the 60th running of the Daytona 500 and also that Advanced Auto Parts Clash. It's all going to be rolling on. Qualifying for the front row is really what they're going to be doing on Sunday. That's going to be Sunday at 12:15 on Fox. And something I found out about that, and we make so big of a deal about them qualifying for the, for the front row and the pole. And yeah, it does get you a lot of spotlight that day. But when I'm crunching numbers, I look back, and out of the 59 runnings of the previous runnings of the Daytona 500, only 7 drivers have actually only won from the pole. So that's pretty interesting right there. So, but they are going to qualify. Later on, we'll have to have the Can-Am duels to find out where the rest of this field is set right there. But the big thing is on Sunday, it's all about the money. We're going to be there for the Advanced Auto Clash. A lot of drivers, we went to them earlier last week or whatever, the 16, 17 drivers that are eligible. I crunched the numbers and trying to find out of all those guys, who is actually fast and who do we think's got the advantage? Well, I think the advantage goes to Kevin Harvick. He's got 3 victories there with an average finish of 8.8 in just 13 races. Denny Hamlin's got 3 victories with an average finish of 9.3 in his 12 races. After that, you get down to 1 race. Kyle Busch has 1 win. Joey Logano's got 1 win. Jimmy Johnson's got a victory. Kurt Busch has got a victory. All the other drivers have been in the race but don't have a win, except for Eric Jones and Ryan Blaney. They haven't been in the race at all. And we break it down by makers. We've got 7 Chevys in there, 6 Fords, and 4 Toyotas. So it all really gets going later on after the Tom Taylor Show. Turn over to Fox there on Fox Sports 1. There are going to be cars on the track. And, man, I can smell that Sunoco race fuel already, Tom.
You better believe it. And, of course, we're 65 days away from racing right up the road here at Bristol Motor Speedway. We've got the Speedway folks here today, Victoria and area, and they're, again, talking to fans coming through here. And where they can buy their tickets here at Food City. So once the Daytona 500 gets here, obviously next Sunday, Mike Hedrick, the interest really begins to build, and everybody starts thinking NASCAR because they're back on the track and we're racing, and that just kind of morphs away, if you will, into what's going on here at Bristol Motor Speedway, because once the Daytona 500 starts, then interest really ramps up for all the racing, including here at BMS. So, yeah, it's an exciting time. The Can-Am Duels, of course, tomorrow will set the front row for the Daytona 500, the top tube, and then the rest of the field will be determined by the Can-Am Duels coming up on Thursday night of next week. Tell me about that, would you please?
That's pretty interesting how they do that, because I think they just, because it's Daytona and they call it Speed Week for, just about 2 weeks long, they stretch things out. So they're going to qualify to find, all the teams are going to go out on Sunday and qualify, but only the number 1 and number 2 starting position, or the front row, is actually going to be set. The rest of the cars are going to get broken up odd, even, all the way back until they get to Thursday for the Can-Am Duels, at which time there'll be like 2 heat races, 2 smaller races to determine the rest of the field and how they actually line up for the Daytona 500. That sounds crazy in a little bit of a way, but hey, that's the way that they do that. And I like it. If you're down there in town, it gives you lots of opportunities to go over to the track, see what the race is going on, a lot more opportunities to meet up with your driver, and that's what we like about NASCAR. Is they're always around. They keep doing stuff that makes it more interesting for the fans and gets more involvement. So, yeah, that's going to be coming up on Thursday, the Can-Am Duels.
We're talking to our buddy Mike Hedrick. Those are 2 60-lap, 150-mile races. The drivers in each duel are determined based on qualifying speeds from the single-lap qualifying runs coming up this coming Sunday, as that'll set the entire field, and we'll be ready to roll. So what happens, Mike Hedrick, if you are one of the top 2 guys tomorrow? You're going to be sitting on the front row. The next week in the duels you wreck, or you have engine problems, or something goes wrong. Do you still start on that front row, or do you get bumped to the back of the field? How's that work?
Well, first thing is, if you're in one of those first 2 positions and then you go into the Can-Am Duels, is when you get back to your hauler, your owner and your crew chief probably knock you upside the head with something, because that's the last thing that you want to do. You want to try to stay out of trouble. Those races, they get a little crazy, but they don't get that crazy. And yeah, so you want to stay out of trouble. You definitely don't want to wreck your primary car, because if you qualify on the pole or the starting row and then you wreck in there or bust your engine up or something, then you're going to have to change that and go back to the back of the field, and all that racing for the pole is for naught. But like we said, only 7 drivers 7 times has somebody won from the pole, and I look back, and actually the furthest back was Tony Stewart. He won from the 42nd, so he won from dead last back in I think that was 2012. So you can win from anywhere in the Daytona 500, but there's a lot of prestige when you're on that pole. They talk about you all week long. You're the pole winner for the Daytona 500, just like Chase Elliott was last year. So he was the big name, the new guy coming in. He won the pole. A lot of talk about him. He only finished 14th, but a lot of talk here. And that's what it's about to have sponsors, is getting your name on TV.
We're talking to our buddy again, Mike Hedrick, again from Northern Virginia, the NASCAR Fans Reporter. Tell me about Matt Kenseth, the Kenseth rule. What's this all about?
Yeah, I guess you get a rule named after you after they change something because of you, but NASCAR will no longer park a driver for the remainder of an event if there's too many crew members that came over the wall to help with the crash. Now, we remember last year at Kansas, there was a penalty that knocked Kenseth out of the playoffs last year when there was a miscommunication and an extra guy came over the wall to try to help out. You're only supposed to have 6 guys over there. A 7th guy at that time came over the wall. That actually, if they parked him, he had to get out of the car, and he was no longer able to finish the race. That knocked him out. Well, they announced on Wednesday afternoon that they've changed that. So they're going to hold you for 2 laps. So if you have an extra guy that comes over, you're just going to have to sit there for 2 laps. It won't throw you out. It'll put you back real far, but it won't throw you out of the race. Now, another thing that they did is because remember we talked earlier that they're going down to a smaller over-the-wall crew now. You're not going to have 6 guys normal going over the wall. You're only going to have 5 guys normal going over the wall. So another thing that they added on to was when you do have an incident or a crash and you go to pit road, normally it's 5 minutes. You have to have that car fixed and back out onto the track and up to speed. Now they're going to give you 6 minutes, give you an extra minute because you're going to have 1 less guy over there. So a little bit more time. one less guy. But yeah, you get now it's the Matt Kenseth rule because they changed it because that was so upsetting last year to not just him but all the fans for him to get just totally taken out of the playoff because of that one mistake.
We're talking to Mike Hendrick now. Does I'm going to be the devil's advocate here. Does 1 minute make all that much difference in the pits? Does it or does it not?
It's probably going to have to because you're going to have you're one man shorter. Now, like we said, we used to have 6 guys that could go over there with the bondo and the tape and the hammers and just beat stuff and try to get it back onto the track. Now you're going to have that 1 extra minute because you're 1 man down. Now, we know they made this rule because they got really tired of cars going back to the garage and then coming back out onto the track without a chance to win, and mainly just being tore all apart or half hanging on there, and then those cars wind up becoming a possible caution. So nowadays, as we know, if you're involved in a crash and you go to pit road, you're now going to have 6 minutes to work on it and get back out and get up to speed. If you take it behind the wall, you're done for the day.
We're talking to Mike Hendrick, the NASCAR fans reporter. We're live at Food City. Again, we'll be coming up talking about some baseball, also some hockey. We'll tell you what's going on in the National Hockey League, and of course, we got some more sports to talk about involving Major League Baseball. The free agents, as pitchers and catchers, will be reporting next Tuesday and Wednesday, ready to go for Major League Baseball. Mike, the no skirting fender rule. What's this all about?
Yeah, we know that the side skirts have been the center of a lot of controversies here in NASCAR for the last couple of years, and NASCAR has this year here just mandated that pretty much the side of the car is going to be made out of composite material that they're moving the Xfinity cars over to. Now, the reason they're doing that is the change is intended to ensure that the side skirts or right in front of the fenders stays in the original shape just like they are. Now, when they were steel, as a crewman would come into there, he would either bang his hip into it, denting it in the higher spot, and maybe pulling out the lower spot and flaring out that side skirt to get a little bit more downforce and side force. So to keep them from being able to manipulate that metal or that steel, the composite body is they're just going to bounce off that and it's going to hold its shape. So we're not going to see them guys jumping in there and doing the body slam into the side of the car, trying to change that body a little bit after it's been inspected. So just a little something NASCAR is just trying to even the playing field there a little bit.
We're talking to Mike Hendrick. Last but not least, tell me about Justin Marks going from Daytona to Mount Everest. What's this all about?
This is crazy. This is a man's man. I mean, you got to like this. Yeah, it's got Justin Marks. This year he's going for the green flag there at the Daytona 500, but next year he plans to put a flag right there on Mount Everest. Now, only a month ago, Justin Marks was actually climbing into Andes Mountain at 22,000 feet, just about going to get to the summit of that, and only literally days later, he was racing down at Daytona at the Rolex 24 Hours just a week or two ago. Now, this crazy pace has him actually going. He's going to drive coming up at the Daytona 500 in the number 51 Chevy Camaro for our buddies at Rick Ware Racing in conjunction with Premium Motorsports. Now, we know that Premium Motorsports is going to be fielding a car that Danica Patrick's in there. So Rick Ware's charter guarantees him a spot right there. Now, he's only going to be racing the Daytona 500 for Rick Ware Racing, but yeah. And then after that, he'd probably do some road course racing for a couple of the other teams. And then, yeah, he's going to be practicing and heading to the Mount Everest. I think that's crazy. A lot of the other drivers, like Kyle Larson, really admire him, but they think it's kind of crazy to do that. But yeah, if you're going to live your life, hey, you only live once. Go out there and go for everything you got. You only got one shot at it.
You got it. My daddy used to say, life is like a coin, boys. You can spend it any way you want to, but you only get to spend it once. And he's right. So get out there and grab it, and no regrets. He used to tell us, Mike, many times, he said, don't get in that old folks home or whenever when you're old and look back and go, what if, or why didn't I, or what if. He said, get out there and do whatever you want to do, give it a whirl and try. And I think that's good advice, and that's what you're saying as well. Before I let you go, what do you think? Give me your pick. Who do you think is going to win this thing, the Clash, and who do you think is going to be on the front row of the Daytona 500 for next week?
I say that the Clash will probably, I'm still going to go with the Toyotas being strong. So that's going to be either your Truex, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, or Eric Jones, that Jones boy. I think they're going to get the Clash. The Daytona 500, I don't like to be wrong. And if you make any kind of pick, you're liable to be wrong because anybody can get it. It could be a veteran that can get it. It could be a brand new young guy like Trevor Bayne, a couple of years that can win it. So it's really wide open. You just have to be there at the end, and you just have to, just keep your mind in it. The winners always find a way. They get around the big crashes, and we know that they're going to be big crashes. So I'm not really sure. I still think that the Toyotas are going to be strong, but I'm a little hesitant. So I think they're Tom.
There you go. Great report as always, my friend. We'll check in with you on Tuesday of next week, Tuesday and Friday, and get ready for the first big weekend of NASCAR 2018. Mike Hedrick, you're awesome. Great report. You add so much to the show. I'm blessed to call you my friend and blessed to have you on the show. You are a great contributor, and have yourself a great weekend. I'll talk to you next week, all right?
Hey, I'm going to have a great weekend. Sunday is my birthday. I'm turning the big 56, so screen caters for my birthday there, Tom.
Wait a minute. Let me sing to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my buddy Mike in Northern Virginia. Happy birthday to you, and many more.
All right, I'm
Go out the door or whatever.
Everybody real good.
Screen taters. Happy birthday, bub. I love you.
Screen taters. Love you too, buddy.
Woo-hoo. That's our buddy Mike Hedrick. Sang to him. I don't normally do that, and that's for obvious reasons. So anyway, good stuff. We appreciate him very much. Quick break. We'll be right back. We got more for you. Again, NASCAR on the track, practicing and ready to go for the Clash coming up on Sunday. We've got more sports to tell you all about, including Major League Baseball, and a little closer to home, the Elizabethton Twins and the big club. There's a impasse, if you will. Cooperation's not there right now. We'll tell you all about that right after this break. We're live here at Food City in Piney Flats on a Food City Friday on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Do you like pulled pork? At Phil's, the pulled pork is cooked low and slow. We cook it all night, but we serve it fast. Our pulled pork is hickory smoked, tender and juicy. We serve the pork either as a sandwich on a bun or platter style with garlic toast. And don't forget to try our pork wings. They taste like a cross between ham and our sweet ribs. It comes as a meal, as an add-on, or part of our meat sampler platters. Pulled pork and pork wings. Just two great reasons to stop by Phil's Dream Pit. Eastern Star exit off I-26, 349-6437. Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400. Your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
We're back live with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Young lady's good friend, our buddy Wilma Glover from up in Chinkapin. Yeah, you want to sing for us? She can sing. You want to sing? You want to wait the next time? You can get right here on this camera and look right here, and you can sing. You want to sing "I'll Fly Away"? What? She's looking at me like I'm gonna kill you. So anyway, we appreciate her being here and shopping at the Food City. Got you a whole buggy full of things, didn't you? He's hungry, ain't he? Somebody's hungry up at your house. One of us is. I love her. You won't find any finer people than the Glovers up in Chinkapin Holler. Good one. So how many brothers are there? There are James, Charlie, Harmon, Ramey, 5 brothers, 5 boys and 3 girls, and meaner than striped snakes. So no, they're good people. Love them. Love them up there in Chinkapin. Love them, love them, love them. Let's talk about Tennessee football for a second. Hello again, Mike Hedrick did a superb job. Cannot thank you enough. Appreciate you. Day 2, by the way, of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am going on again. Put that there because he's going out on the air. Everything you're saying is going on. Kevin Strillman and PGA Tour rookie Bo Hostler each had a 765 on different golf courses in the same splendid weather to share the lead after one round of yesterday's AT&T Pebble Beach National Pro-Am in California. Dustin Johnson shot a 67 at Spyglass Hill without any stress. Not that he ever shows any. Rory McIlroy made his tournament debut with a scrappy finish to salvage a 68. Also, McIlroy played alongside Phil Mickelson, who shot 31 to the back 9 at Spyglass for a 69. Again, defending champ Jordan Spieth, he made 1 birdie, 1 bogey, and 16 pars. Again, it'll be round 2 coming up today again at Pebble Beach in California. What else going on in sports? They have announced the pay for the 10 assistants and the strength coach on Tennessee's football coaching staff. Jeremy Pruitt's staff making a combined annual total of $6.5 million. Yeah, they tell me college football is not big business. Yeah, right. And I'm from Pakistan. Give me a break. Tennessee staff making $6.5 million, but it's nothing. I mean, they all make that money on the coaching staffs in college football, particularly in the Southeastern Conference. Pruitt's staff includes offensive coordinator Tyson Helton making $1.2, defensive coordinator inside linebacker coach Kevin Scherer making $705,000, quarterback coach Terry Fair $255,000, strength coach Craig Fitzgerald $625,000, offensive line coach Will Friend $805,000. Running backs coach Robert Gillespie for Tennessee making $515,000, $500,000. Receivers coach David Johnson $505,000. Special teams coordinator Charles Kelly making $330,000. Tight ends coach Brian Niedermeyer making $205,000. Defensive line coach Tracy Rocker making $505,000. And co-defensive coordinator outside linebacker coach Chris Rump making $805,000. And Tennessee also announced the hiring of director of player personnel Drew Hughes and the director of football operations Todd Watson. What is the director of player personnel and what is the director of football operations? There are a lot of titles down there. A lot of operations for a college football program. But anyway, that's what's going on again in Knoxville as far as the coaching staffs and the salaries. So there you be. Again, high school basketball tonight. Cherokee at Science Hill. Daniel Boone at Tennessee High. Happy Valley at Sullivan East. Also coming up tonight, you got Sullivan Central, Elizabethton. We'll have those for you. It's a double dip. We'll go on air at 6:20 with the Lady Cyclones and the Lady Cougars, and follow that with the boys of Elizabethton, the boys of Sullivan Central playing. It's senior night. We'll have all that for you again coming up tonight, as we said, at Elizabethton High School. Then tomorrow we've got the live broadcast from Phil's Dream Pit from 1 to 3 on their 10th anniversary. So other than that, we're not doing anything. Monday we're going to be at Max Medicine Mart. Tuesday, can't remember where we're going to be yet. Tuesday, Wednesday at Chick-fil-A, Thursday at Champion Chevrolet, and next Friday we'll be at Food City in Boones Creek. So that's what's going on next week. So busy, busy, busy. We love it. So that's what's going on, and we stay hopping, and that's the way we like it. So speaking of high school basketball, let's tell you about 3 Sullivan East student athletes committing to play college ball. Sierra Arnold signed to play college volleyball with the University of Cumberland's. Ethan May signed to play golf with Milligan College, and Braden Perry signed to be a member of the bass fishing team at Carson Newman. How about that? We got a fishing team. Man, I like to be on that. Bass fishing team at Carson Newman. He started a bass fishing club last year with 6 members, and Perry will be the first to take his fishing to the next level. So they actually have a scholarship to go bass fishing. Pretty good, ain't it? I don't know. How do you train? Do you lift weights to bass fish? Probably not. Probably learn how to wet that hook, bait that hook, right? How to repair a broken reel. That's your training and conditioning. That's a good point. Wonder how you do that. How do you train and condition to be a bass fisherman? Anyway, I'm not making this up. Carson Newman has a bass fishing team at Carson Newman, and this young man, Braden Perry, is a member of the bass fishing team at Carson Newman. Hey, look right, what? Duct tape will do it every time. Look right here. Buy your Bristol tickets right here at Food City. Again, the Food City 500 tickets, which are 65 days away from racing, those are $50 tickets. Again, the kids' tickets 12 and under are $10, and those available right here at the front office at Food City and all Food City locations. And, of course, what I like is right there in the corner when you see 500 bonus value points when you buy your tickets from Food City. 500 bonus value points per ticket. So, as Terry Templeton, the store manager, said, 3 gas visits per ticket that you purchase. You can't beat it. And if you come in on Wednesday, it's not 15 cents off a gallon. It's 30 cents off a gallon. Hello to J.T. Holloman, my good friend. Hello, it's Betsy's better half. Hello to J.T. And so there you go. We're at Food City in Piney Flats. Food City, getting your tickets, $50 for the Food City 500. And, of course, the kids' tickets for the race, 12 and under, only $10. And so you can also get the Food City 300 and the Bass Pro Shop NRA night race. Those are the fall races. But, of course, our big push right now is the obvious. 65 days out from the Food City 500. So here you be. It's good stuff. And, again, the points, 500 bonus points per ticket when you buy them at Food City. And so that is a good thing. Hey, don't forget, we're going to be live broadcasting tomorrow. We're going to be at Phil's Dream Pit. If you're a veteran, here's how you can go today. You can take some canned goods into Phil's Dream Pit and get 10% off your tab, off your bill. Tomorrow, you bring in some canned goods to go to Second Harvest Food Bank, 10% off, Second Harvest Food Bank. Also tomorrow, by virtue of them having their 10th anniversary, you get 10% off your bill. That's 20% off. And then if you're a veteran, you get another 10% off, so you get 30% off your bill tomorrow when you eat at Phil's Dream Pit. The Quest for Perfect Barbecue right off the Eastern Star exit at Interstate 26. We'll be there from 1 to 3. Broadcasting live. On top of that, Phil's Dream Pit gives 10% of everything they make tomorrow. Going to turn right around and cut a check to Second Harvest Food Bank. Everybody wins. Second Harvest gets the canned goods and the check from Phil's Dream Pit. You get a chance to save up to 30% if you're a veteran, up to 20% on your bill if you're not. And, of course, on top of that, the best part is you get the great food at Phil's Dream Pit, the Quest for Perfect Barbecue, and it is awesome. Good stuff. So that's going on tomorrow. We'll be there broadcasting live from 1 to 3 tomorrow. Again, at Phil's Dream Pit right off of Interstate 26, the Eastern Star exit here again in the Tri-Cities. Tom Taylor Sports Show. Quick break. We'll be right back. The Elizabethton Twins, what's going on with them? And the Minnesota Twins, we got an impasse, if you will. Got some problems in Elizabethton. We'll tell you about that. Also take a look at the National Hockey League and more right after this time out. We're live at Food City on show number 685 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. The 10th anniversary birthday celebration is on at Phil's Dream Pit, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. Anytime this week you stop by and dine at Phil's Dream Pit and take in some canned goods to help Second Harvest Food Bank, you'll get 10% off the total of your bill all week long. Plus, this coming Saturday, the actual day of the 10th anniversary birthday celebration, when you take in canned goods and you dine there this coming Saturday, February the 10th, you'll get 20% off the total of your meal. How about that? Happy birthday and happy anniversary from Phil's Dream Pit all week long. Take in canned goods to help out Second Harvest Food Bank and dine there on Saturday, and it's 20% off. Their way of saying thanks for 10 great years at Phil's Dream Pit, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. See you this week at Phil's Dream Pit. If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard, we've got you covered.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
The Tom Douglas Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live here at Food City again in Piney Flats. Going to run down those specials coming up here in just a minute because they got some good ones. It's the Fantastic Friday sale going on. Look right there. There's Miss Victoria from Bristol Motor Speedway.
Hey guys.
How you doing, young lady?
I'm doing great. It's a wonderful day to be here out in awesome Food City.
No snow, no ice, beautiful day, sun's out, nice and warm. So
it's a great day to come get your Bristol race tickets.
There you go.
Hoping for great weather.
Right around the corner, spring makes us feel that way. Of course, spring means racing at Bristol. We're 65 days out, so tell us how they can come right here today for about another half hour or so. And of course, they'll be with us next week. We'll be at Food City in Boones Creek. But tell us what's going on.
So we're telling everyone that they can get their Food City. Here at Food City, they can get their Bristol race tickets, and it's a great price. And kids are $10 for the 500 and for the night race, and then free for the Food City 300. You can get your April and your August tickets. If they want to give me a little bit of information, like an email, and tell us who their favorite driver is and some great stuff, I can get them a bottle cap opener. It's super cute, super great, awesome, durable. And if they want to buy their tickets today, show us a little thank you receipt, we can get you a Battle at Bristol hat. Valued at $25.
Yeah, this is the Battle of Bristol. Of course, that's the world's largest college football game. In fact, it'll be 2 years ago now in September. These are free, and oh, by the way, if you paid for it, check this out. Look what it's going to cost you. It would cost you, if you can see it, $25, but new. You get it free. It's good looking. On the left, you see Tennessee, and over here you see the Hokie logo, and of course the Pilot Flying J Battle of Bristol ball cap, which is very, very nice. And so these are for you when you buy a ticket, and show them the receipt that you bought the ticket here today at Food City in Piney Flats. The Daytona 500 coming up a week from Sunday. That's going to get people more and more interested in NASCAR. They're going to be on the track tomorrow with the Clash. And so the Can-Am Duels on Thursday night. So they're on the track today doing a little practicing in Daytona. So that kind of gets everybody thinking NASCAR when the new season starts.
Oh, yeah, and the best thing about your Food City tickets is that price is not going to change. It's going to stay the same. So while the closer you get to race season, some tickets may change, like for other tracks, ours at Food City are going to stay the same. So what you're seeing here is what you're going to get.
Plus, when you buy it at Food City, you get 500 bonus points. We've been talking about that. So that is basically three gas. How's it going, buddy? Room 117. 3 gas visits per ticket is what I was trying to say. Random guy I used to know. So 3 gas visits per ticket. So normally people come in and buy a pair of tickets. So basically with 1,000 value points, you get 6 gas visits of 15 cents off on the gallon. And if you come in on Wednesdays, it's double. You get 30 cents off. So you get the tickets, you get gas visits, you get value points.
And
everybody wins. And a hat, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, come find us out. We're always out, and it's a good deal. It's only going to help you.
Now, what is your job at Bristol Motor Speedway?
I am an intern in the marketing department. I work with social media and everyone in the marketing department and do a lot of different awesome stuff.
Yeah. Our buddy Drew Bedard.
Love Drew.
He's awesome.
He's great. He's a wonderful person, and love his.
Oh, yeah.
He's so wonderful and such a great mentor.
And this sounds cheesy, but doesn't BMS have great people up there to work around?
Oh, yeah.
They're awesome.
The environment there is, and I've worked with a lot of different places, it's very different than anywhere I've worked. It's so inviting and just very much a family atmosphere, and always making jokes. So it's a great time, but you get stuff done, and it's a wonderful place to work. It's some place I felt so privileged to be at.
There you go. It is an honor to work at Bristol Motor Speedway in whatever capacity. You do the marketing and the internship. I get the chance to do the public address announcing. So, yeah, it really is a cool place, and they have fantastic people, BMS, and starting at Jerry Caldwell, running right on down. They're awesome from top to bottom. So you want to get your tickets at all Food Cities. This is not just today, but today you get the ball cap. And, of course, next week we'll be at Food City in Boones Creek. And so, again, as she said, Food City 500, 65 days away. The tickets are $50 for adults. Kids 12 and under get a ticket for $10. And then, again, if you want to go ahead and buy your tickets for the August race, the Food City 300 on the 17th of August, or the Bass Pro Shop NRA night race on the 18th of August, those are available too. But obviously the big push at this point, for the obvious, would be the spring race for the Food City 500 on Sunday, April the 15th. So
closer
good
and closer.
Stuff. Yeah, it is closer and closer. So, and so Aaron's here with us today.
Yep.
Aaron Watson.
Yes, sir.
Yep. And Victoria
Garland.
Yep. Now, where did you go to school?
I'm from Morristown.
Morristown, East or West?
West.
A Trojan.
Yes, sir. I'm a happy Trojan. I went there for 4 years. I was part of their marching band and all that. So I'm always that person who waved my arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I loved it. It was great. And came up here to go to school and fell in love. That's what I do.
What instrument did you play in the Morristown West Band?
I was a flute player for all 4. I've played flute for 9 years, and then I was a piccolo player and then drum major for 2.
Cool.
Yeah.
Neat stuff. So what you call them, marching Trojan band?
Morristown Hamlin High School West marching Trojan band. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Cool. Cool stuff. Victoria Garland. Good job. Thank you.
No
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back when we go to Cincinnati, Ohio, and talk to our buddy Riding Away with Dave. See what's going on with the Cavaliers. They made big changes overnight, the NBA trade deadline. We'll see about that. And also his Buckeyes did very well in the recruiting wars. And also we'll talk a little bit about, about the Reds. The Reds start training camp next week in Goodyear, Arizona. We'll do all that next with our man in Cincinnati here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the things that owner Tim Smith is most proud of is their hard-earned certifications.
We are an ASE Blue Seal shop, which is important because what it tells the customer is we care enough to get certified, not in one certain area of cars. You have to be certified in 8 different certifications, in 8 different tests you have to take, and you have to be updated on them yearly to make sure that you're up to date. We not only have one of those, we have 3 ASE Master Technicians here. With the ratio, goes into a ratio, and we're a Blue Seal shop, so it tells you that we care about training and we care about knowing about your car. We want to help fix it right.
American Import and Auto Repair, West Market Street, Johnson City, home of the free loaner car program. Open 6 days a week. Call today, 913-3111.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitats, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard, we've got you covered.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Back on the Tom Baylor Sports Show. Let's go to the phone. He's there. Our buddy Dave Martin riding away with Dave of the American Truckers Network. He'll be there again, and we'll be there with him tomorrow night in a limited capacity, of course, but looking forward to hanging out with him tomorrow night. Good afternoon, my good friend. How are you?
Good. Just shaking out the cobwebs, like you say, Friday morning. Of course, luckily I got the night off tonight, so I don't have to worry about getting all revved up for tonight. There's a big motorcycle show in Central Ohio tomorrow, but shaking out the cobwebs and still trying to shovel out of all the snow and ice and stuff we got around here in Central Ohio.
We got rain coming down here. We got a lot of rain, as a matter of fact. It's forecast, so I'm not sure what's going on with that, but we got rain, a lot of rain, 2 to 3 inches of rain. I guess you're getting snow up there, right?
Yeah, well, it's all global warming, blame it on them, but people forget it's winter, so yeah, we're going to get rain, snow, and ice, and sleet, and whatever, but we're dealing with it. But boy, the village idiots out there, they can't drive in it, believe me. I don't care whether they got the big four-wheel drive pickup trucks or the SUVs or whatever. There's more of them on the guardrails and the ditches and whatever. So it's kind of a commentary on what the hell's going on nowadays. But let's talk some sports, man, because my Cavs, I'll tell you what, you talk about a shake-up. I mean, I've been reading the beat writers, the Cleveland Plain Dealer, and they've been ripping LeBron the King and ripping all his cronies and saying he's the goodbye guy and, he can't score 30 points anymore in a ball game. Of course, he showed them right after that big story came out. He come out and single-handedly won the game the other night against the Timberwolves. So he's still got a little something left in his tank, but I don't have all the details with me on the trades because I haven't picked up the paper, so let me know and I'll give you my analysis on it.
Well, LeBron's saying here, I'm reading an article that says LeBron to the new-look Cavs, it should be fun. He wishes Dwayne Wade the best. He got traded back to Miami. I don't know if he wanted to go back or not, but he did. And so, Isaiah Thomas is gone. I think it would appear, of course I'm not up there, and you're closer than I am, but you're in Cincinnati, but it would appear that there's some problems in the locker room between these guys. What do you think?
Well, obviously Isaiah, the only thing I'll say in his defense is that he just wasn't quite ready to come back. I've seen some stories come out that they were saying that he shouldn't even try to come back till April. His legs just aren't there. He looked pretty good the first couple ball games he played in limited capacity, but right now he has no shot. And I saw a little bit of a couple of games the other night. He's out there trying to do too much and he's stumbling, rumbling around, turning the ball over. When guys make passes, figuring that he could be ready for it, he wasn't ready. And of course, he can't defend anybody. But their defense has just been atrocious. And so I think a lot of the guys they got rid of are guys that want to play defense anymore. And it's just pathetic what you see, Tommy. I mean, really, I've been watching a little bit of college ball games, and it's the same thing with the college teams. Nobody wants to play any D anymore.
Nah. I'm reading a quote from LeBron James. Says, quote, I think we became a younger team, more athletic. We had more shooting as well, so we'll have to see how it meshes. I like the pieces that we have coming in. here's what's going on. They acquired guard Jordan Clarkson and big man Larry Nance Jr. from the Lakers, Rodney Hood from the Jazz, and George Hill from the Sacramento Kings. LeBron says, quote, "It's my job to get these guys integrated into our system as fast as possible." So, true or false, LeBron James had input on all these trades. He knew what was going on or not? What do you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, right now it kind of looks like LeBron is, where LeBron goes is where the Cavs are going to go. There's no question about that. But I think his input, that poor coach, I mean, he looks like he's just nothing more than a figurehead. And, of course, they were speculating on he was going to get replaced. But it's probably easier to trade a lot of the dead weight. So it sounds like some of the players they're going to pick up are pretty good, like LeBron says. They're more athletic, and that's definitely what the Cavs are lacking is some of these guys have just gotten too fat and lazy and don't want to hustle and out on the bench, et cetera, et cetera. And LeBron, that kind of made his attitude sour. But I think when Kevin Love comes back and he gets back in the groove, they're still going to be a potent team. Because playoffs, because one thing about the Cavs and LeBron, he can go out and win on the road just easy.
We're talking to our buddy Dave Martin, WOW Radio in Cincinnati. Again, the guys are gone now. I mean, you look over the last year or two, Dave, you lose Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, Kyrie Irving, Dwayne Wade, Derrick Rose, Channing Frye, Iman Shumpert, I believe is how you say that. All these guys were on the championship team back in the historic run to the championship in 2016. They're all gone. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, if I'm counting right, 7 guys gone off the team that won the championship. So that's a lot of personnel moves. And so we'll see. The Cavaliers play tonight, I believe, in Atlanta, as a matter of fact. So we'll see how they go tonight with the new look Cavaliers. Let's talk a little college football. Your beloved Buckeyes, huge recruiting class. They did very, very well for Urban Meyer. What do you think?
Yeah, there's no question about that. And the big thing that Ohio State was really hoping would come through is they got the big offensive tackle, this guy out of Tampa, Florida. Let me see here. Nicholas Pietri, is that his name?
Yeah, Pettit.
Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, Pettit Frere, I believe is how they say it. But, yeah, big boy. And everybody wanted him, so.
Yeah, Florida wanted him, Alabama wanted him, Michigan, Notre Dame. I mean, he was in the hunt for all the big boys, but luckily he signed with the Buckeyes. I think he's about 6'7", about 300 pounds, but they say he's athletic. That's the one key that they really like, that this guy is just an all-around athlete besides having the size and the talent. And I think he probably made a pretty good choice because Ohio State has a history of having an awful lot of good All-American and then when it turns pros, offensive tackle. So, I mean, he's got a good legacy here. And, of course, the media is very kind to the Ohio State Buckeyes. And with Urban Meyer, he's got one of the top, 2 or 3 coaches in the country. And, of course, the Buckeyes, they don't rebuild, they just reload. And given the talent they've got from last year's squad and finishing up, about number 4 this year, things are looking up here in Buckeye Town. So it's definitely going to be the rich getting richer,
Absolutely. The Buckeyes looking good for the next 4 years. It looks like Michigan did not have a very good recruiting class, so we'll see how that really, and we've talked about this. It all sounds good on paper. We'll know in the next 3 or 4 years how good the class is when these guys mature and get into their junior, senior years. So, but on paper today, it looks like Ohio State had a banner recruiting year for Urban Meyer. Before I let you go, let's switch gears one more time. And the Reds report for training camp in Goodyear, Arizona, Tuesday and Wednesday. And enthusiasm in Cincinnati. How would you evaluate, talk about the Reds right now going into the season in Cincinnati?
Well, they're hopeful. I would say that's the biggest thing. Now, they did sign a guy that's going to compete for the starting lineup, but I think the bigger story in baseball right now is you got a real crybaby out there that they call him a super agent or whatever. That's Scott Boras or whatever. He's out there crying the blues because a bunch of his guys that he represents, they're still free agents. They haven't been signed by anybody, and he's crying the blues that there's some kind of collusion or something's going on, and he's got players that are available and sign them up. Just, oh yeah, by the way, give me $20 or $30 million a year, no problem. Of course, he gets a big cut out of that percentage, but Yeah, there's a lot of good free agents out there, but I think the Reds are kind of sticking with the model of a lot of these teams. They'd rather build from the ground up and kind of live on their farm system. The farm system hadn't been real good the previous couple years, but they had restocked it and they got some young players, and I think they're going to go with the idea that, let's get some hungry guys up there and see what they can do, and then if they have to, they can maybe fill in the gap. But I'd say they're hopeful. I went to one of the Red caravans, just a couple of weeks ago and talked to the GM and talked with your buddy, the Cowboy, Jeff Brantley, part of the broadcast team. And, they seemed pretty sincere that they thought the Reds would have a competitive team, but spring training will probably set the mark. You know what I mean? They're going to have to, come out and look good in spring training and get their pitching staff put together, because last year there was a lot of holes in the pitching staff.
I think you're spot on as always, my friend. I always appreciate your time. So tell folks how they can hear you on the big one, AM 700 WLW Radio in Cincinnati. They can be heard all the way down here in the Tri-Cities very easily. And big signal, great signal, big station. How can we hear Riding Away with Dave?
Well, I'm the weekend host on America's Trucking Network, and that is 700 WLW, the nation station. In midnight to 5 a.m., of course, you joined me first thing on Saturday nights, and we talk some sports. And one of the things we're going to have to talk about is, a lot of the truckers and a lot of people out there were really pulling for Philly to pull the upset, because I guess they're tired of Tom Brady having all those championship rings. But now I've seen some troubling response that the Eagles are talking about boycotting Donald Trump, and they don't want to go to the White House and blah, blah, blah. And I'll tell you what, if that's the case, and I've seen some quotes from some of the guys, so apparently a lot of it must be true. I don't know if the whole team talks about boycotting it, but if they do, I'll tell you what, there's going to be some ramifications, because our show is heavily pro-Trump. The truckers love Trump. The people down the tri-state, Donald Trump paid a big visit to a company just Monday there in the tri-state area. He got a great reception. The people there were so happy because of Donald Trump getting that tax break for everybody in the country. People got $1,000 bonuses, and they were thanking Donald Trump about how positive it was. So, yeah, when I do the show, we talk everything. We talk sports, we talk politics, we talk music, and whatever's on the guys' minds. Because I pretty much open up the phones, and we've got callers from all over. So let your audience know they're more than welcome to call and participate in the show, anything they want to talk about. Whether it's trucking or NASCAR. Hey, we didn't even mention, you're good old boys. What's the countdown now? Is it about 9 days or so?
Yep, 9 days. They're going to run the Clash tomorrow at Daytona. And, of course, based on the speeds, the top two fastest cars tomorrow, actually Sunday, will be on the front row of the Daytona 500. And everybody else, all the rest of the slots will be filled next Thursday night. They call it the Can-Am Duels. So, yeah, they're on the track practicing, and it's time to go racing. The 2018 season's ready to roll. And, of course, we are counting down here in Bristol, 65 days away from the Food City 500. So, yeah, NASCAR on the track. We have lots to talk about tomorrow night. We visit at midnight on your show, again on AM 700. And, again, what covers portions of 38 states. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. And plus, anybody can listen on their smartphone or on their computer. iHeart Radio, just dial up America's Trucking Network, or you can just dial up 700 WLW on the iHeart phone app. So, yeah, we got people listen all over the country and participate. And, the other thing I'll throw in there is you're exactly right, because the truckers, man, I'll tell you what, they sure love the NASCAR boys, and they follow us pretty closely. So they really appreciate you calling up with all your expertise and everything you bring to the table. We have a good old time talking about anything that's under the sun. Hell, we might even talk about some of the biker babes that's going to be down there at Daytona. Bike week could be happening about the same time. So we get a little bit of everything on this show. When you're riding a wave, hell, you never know where the damn wave's going to take you.
Riding a wave with Dave. You got it, my friend. Get some rest. I'll talk to you tomorrow night on your show, all right?
Sounds good. I'll see you, Tommy. Thanks, man.
Yep. Great job as always. Dave Martin again from WLW Radio in Cincinnati. We're on his show every Saturday night, covering 38 states on AM 700 WLW out of Cincinnati, talking NASCAR. Love doing it. And so we'll be there tomorrow night, as you heard him say, at midnight on AM 700. You can hear it here in the Tri-Cities, AM 700 WLW. Well, we're here because of the one-day Fantastic Friday sales. Not a better person to do a little PR about that than the store manager, our buddy Terry Templeton. Back with us again. How you doing?
Doing great.
Yeah,
great.
it's been
Sales are
steady.
good. Been business.
Now, is this an afternoon store or morning store? Afternoon store?
Yeah, usually about 3s when we get hit, 3 to 7.
I've learned this about being around Food City all these years, that some stores, I mean, they're all steady, but some have a bigger push in the morning, some have a bigger push in the afternoon. So this is a afternoon store here in Piney Flats. Yep. So let's jump in and go. We've got some great deals. Start off with the pick 5 on the meat for $14.99. What's this all about?
We got pick 5 on the meat. We've got a whole 4-foot section of stuff back there that's all got the pick 5 labels on it, and any 5 of those you can get today for $14.99. And it's got everything in the world in it. It's got sausage patties, it's got lunch meats, it's got fresh cut meat, it's got grinds, it's got a whole variety of things that you can get, and you can pick any 5 of them, like I said, with the pick 5 label on it, and get them for $14.99. It's normally $19.99, which is still a really good deal. The $14.99 is just an outstanding deal.
Even better.
If you want to fill the freezer up, or just get ready for the weekend, I mean, it's whatever you need.
We're talking to Terry Templeton. He's on the screen, our store manager at Food City in Piney Flats. So take it away, big dog. You got several things to tell us about. This is the Fantastic Friday.
A lot of good deals. We've got Twinkies, Hostess Twinkies for $1.99. We've got Totino's Pizza Rolls, 90 count for $4.99. We've got the Food Club tomatoes or kidney beans in 14 to 15 ounce can for 49 cents. That's an excellent deal if you plan on making some chili this weekend. Got Betty Crocker cake mix, 79 cents. Everybody always likes a chocolate cake with chocolate icing. Maybe that's just me.
No, I'm right there with you.
Got the Food Club Rising Crust pizzas, $2.99. That's a good deal on a really good pizza. Those are really good frozen pizzas. So we've got the Seattle's Best or JFG coffee. Seattle's Best is in the K-Cups, and then the JFG's a 30.6 ounce can for $4.99, and that's a really good deal. JFG coffee is all I knew growing up. I didn't know there was anything else but JFG coffee. We've got the RC and 7-Up products, 6-pack half-liter, 6 for $10. When you buy 6, buy more, save more. That's an excellent deal. We've got our whole boneless pork loins in the meat department, $1.49 a pound, and that's an excellent deal. That's one of our big items back there when we have these special sales, and it always goes over real well, and it's a good product. I mean, like I said, you can get them. They've already got some of them sliced, or you can get them to slice them however you want them, and you can use them for breakfast or supper or whatever you want to use it for. Got the Harvest Club russet potatoes, 10-pound bag, $3.99. We've also got the Peru sweet onions, 3-pound bag, $1.99. So it's just a good day to come in and save some money on some stuff that you're going to need groceries-wise.
Yep, it's till midnight tonight in all the stores. And so, again, it's the Fantastic Friday celebration. And then, of course, wanting to squeeze in before we get out of here, hello to Leslie Thacker again. Pick back up with us, watching down in Nashville. Hello to Leslie and J.T. Holloman, our dear friend in Bristol, watching the show, some of the folks. But next Wednesday coming up is Valentine's Day, the day of love, as we call it. And so here's a chance to come in here. You told us earlier about the Cupid's Combo. Man, this is a no-brainer. Tell us about this.
Cupid's Combo is what you get is a dozen of our premium sleeved roses and a dozen of the chocolate dipped strawberries for $26.99. No, strawberries are made right here in the store. They're ordered fresh through our produce department and dipped in the bakery deli kitchen, and they're just mouth-watering. I mean, I don't see how anybody could ask for a better Valentine's gift than that.
Well, you get candy and you get chocolate dipped strawberries and flowers for $26.99. There are candies. I was looking at. Tell me about the candies and the Valentine
we've got our
arcade.
bakery fresh candies. We've got the Novaks. We've got the peanut butter pinwheels. We've got haystacks. We've got chess bars. We've got fudge, and all of that's $5.99 a pound. And they can arrange. They've got it already arranged in big trays for you for a variety, or you can get the individual units of the whichever candy that you like. And we've got the chocolate dipped strawberries by themselves for $10.99 a pound, and that's a good deal on those.
When you look at roses, typically people think white rose or red roses, but you also have white roses. You have lavender roses.
We have all colors. Yellow's real popular. We have all colors, but the red's normally the Valentine's go-to. That's everybody's favorite. So.
Yep.
And we've got them sleeved by themselves for $19.99. And when you buy any of those, you get your 5 times your value points.
Didn't know that. I saw it at the top of the ad. Yep.
So for $19.99, you get, that would be 100 value points. Can't beat that.
That'll add up quick too. So they're always looking out to let the shopper, the consumer, save in one way, shape, or form, whether it's school bucks or in this case or buying the tickets. We're going to talk about here before we let him go about the Bristol tickets, or in this case when you buy, I'll say it one more time, you buy your roses for $19.99. What do you get?
You get 5 times the value points that you would normally get for that. Normally you'd get 19, so you'll get almost 100 value points for that. It goes towards your discount on your groceries in the store, or you can get your discount on your fuel at the Gas and Go.
Gas and Go. Either way, it's a no-brainer. So it's all available. And then before I let you go, not just today, I know our Bristol Motor Speedway folks are packed up and headed back to the track, but again, next week we'll be at Food City and Boones Creek. Let's keep on each week promoting how you can buy your tickets at the front office. And this thing started out as an experiment and obviously went very, very well.
Went
so
very
Food
well
City and
last
the Speedway
year.
said, we're going to keep doing it.
Right.
Did you benefit from it? You sell a lot of tickets here?
Yeah, we do, and I think it brings customers into our store, and that's how we benefit from it. Of course, anybody in the Tri-Cities area benefits when those race tickets sell. It brings people to the community, and they spend their money and stay with us in the hotels and shop at our grocery store. So the racing's just a good thing for Bristol and the whole area in general. But what we have got is for the April 15th race, the Food City 500, we've got adult tickets for $50, and then you can get your kids tickets for $10. And when you buy these tickets from us in our stores, you get 500 bonus value points, which that's you buy two adult tickets, and that's 1,000 bonus points. So that's 6 fuel visits, or three visits on Wednesday that you get 30 cents off a gallon. So
there you go. I mean, I keep saying every week it's a no-brainer, but it really is a no-brainer. I mean, you buy a ticket or 2 tickets. Typically, people buy a pair. You buy a pair of tickets, get 6 gas visits at 15 cents off a gallon. Of course, gas has gone up across the board, not just here, but across. You don't really have any control over it, do you?
No.
No.
We just put our percentage on whatever they charge us. And
yeah. You just go with the flow. There you go. You got to do what you got to do. But so anyway, the gas is going up just a bit, but so 15 cents off, it comes right back down to where it was, and it helps you. And I would assume the gas is going to go back down here in the not too distant future. So it's all good. And so when you buy your tickets at any Food City, 131 stores, you get yourself again 500 value points per ticket and 3 gas visits, which accrues to 150 points per visit. You get 15 cents off a gallon. Or if you come in on Wednesdays, it's double. You get 30 cents off a gallon.
Right.
That's saving. So
that makes you feel a lot better about pumping a tank full of gas when you get 30 cents off up to 20 gallons.
It just goes in easier when you know it's 30 cents off what it should be. Hello, Jason Hash. Jason's up in Michigan City. He's snowbound. Here it is outside. I don't want to tell him it's sunny and about 45 degrees. It'll make him mad. But Jason, I hope you get back soon. He's in Michigan, stuck in the snow, and we'll get rainier this weekend, but we're not going to get any snow. Terry Templeton, always a pleasure to come up here, my friend. Love coming up here and hanging with you. He's one of the good guys at Food City. One of the cool things about this, I know it sounds cheesy, but one of the cool things about me doing this show every week, you get to meet the Dale Hammetts and the Terry Templetons and the Derek Atkinsons and the Les over in Elizabeth and Rick Miller at Volunteer Parkway, and he goes on and on. It's just good people, and that's you guys work hard. It's a tough job being a store manager, but you do it and do it well, and you run a good store here.
Thank you. We try.
Yeah.
We do try.
Oh,
all those guys you named, I've learned from and worked with, and they're all excellent people, and we've got a standard of excellence that we try to live up to at this company, and it's something that I really enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom.
Good man, Charlie Brown. Got me some taters, and I'll let him sneak out of here as we're going to come back in here again and finish this thing up. Jason Hash watching in up in Michigan, so we appreciate him very much. Before we get out of here, let me run down that one more story that I want to get for you. And again, we'll tell you we got basketball tonight. Got a doubleheader coming in here. We got the Elizabethton Lady Cyclones at 6:30. We'll go in there at 6:15 or 6:20, and then the boys will follow for senior night. But the Elizabethton Twins and the Minnesota Twins, there's still some talk. Now they've given them a deadline. The Minnesota Twins have until the end of February to sign off on a deal to keep a rookie team in Elizabethton beyond this upcoming season. The Elizabethton City Council voted on a unanimous vote last night to set a February the 28th deadline for the Major League team to commit to an improvement plan for the Twins ballpark. If that deadline is not met, Elizabethton leaders will withdraw their current offer. So says Mayor Kurt Alexander. Don't blame them. This thing's been dragging on. Either you is or you ain't. If you're not, then let us know. And we're going to go get another team, because there'll be another team wants to come into Elizabethton, because their baseball program is well supported for the Twins and Elizabethton. City leaders have spent months trying to reach a deal with Twins management, and the city is committed to making a $1.5 million upgrade to O'Brien Field. Alexander said renovations were set to get underway last month, but the city hasn't heard from the Twins management in weeks. Total cost of the upgrades would require the Twins to contribute between $250,000 to $300,000, but the city of Elizabethton says we're going to give $1.5 million. All we need is about $250,000 or $300,000 from you. We can get started. Alexander said Twins management initially agreed to pay 1/3 of the cost to build a new facility. Future of the Appalachian League team has been uncertain for months. Twins management told the city it wanted improvements made to Joe O'Brien Field and the clubhouse, which have been home to the Twins since 1974. Obviously, it's time to make some improvements, but they've said they would help do it. So put your money where your mouth is, Minnesota Twins, and step up and help these folks out. Regardless of what happens, the Twins will be there this coming season in Elizabethton. After that, it remains to be seen. City Council approved a 1-year extension of the current management agreement for the team, so they will be there through 2018, which starts in June and runs through August, and after that, we'll see. But I would dare say again, as I said a few minutes ago, it won't be hard to get another team to bring in a Major League ball club to bring in a rookie league team. You know, the Greenville Astros pulled out, and within, 2 or 3 days, the Greenville Reds came right back into the Greenville Astros, now the Greenville Reds. Kingsport are the Mets. Johnson City are the Cardinals. Elizabethton for this year are the Twins. Bristol are the Pirates. And who's the Greenville? Greenville is the 5th team in the Tri-Cities, immediate Tri-Cities, and they're now the Greenville Reds. So it won't take any time to get a new team in here to take the Twins' place, but we want to keep the Twins in, but they got to step up and do what they say they're going to do. So there you go. Hey, we're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Going to wrap this thing up at Food City and Piney Flats. We will rejoin you tonight at 6:20 for Elizabethton Lady Cyclone and boys basketball for senior night. The Cyclones hosting the Sullivan Central Cougars. 6:20 will start with the girls game, boys game to follow, thanks to Sprint and that brand new piece of equipment they are going to let us use and kind of break in, called the Magic Box, and we're very excited about that. So we'll be at Elizabethton later on this afternoon. Tomorrow we're going to be at Phil's Dream Pit broadcasting live on a Saturday get-together from 1 to 3. Looking forward to doing that tomorrow as well. And so all that coming up again for the next 24 to 36 hours. Going to be busy, but we like it that way. Our guest today, Dave Martin, of course, from WLW Radio in Cincinnati. Mike Hedrick from Northern Virginia, the NASCAR fans reporter. Also Darius Hensley from the Cove at Black Mountain, North Carolina, and store manager Terry Templeton. And so we appreciate them very, very much being our guest here on the show. Our next show, number 686, will be Monday from Mike's Medicine Mart in Kingsport on Lincoln's birthday on President's Day. And we'll be there broadcasting live on Monday with a brand new show and lots to talk about as we start a new week of sports coming up on Monday from Mike's Medicine Mart. So until we re-greet you again at 6:20 tonight from Elizabethton High School, for store manager Terry Templeton and for our buddy Darius Hensley and Mike Hedrick and Dave Martin, this is Tom Taylor wrapping up show number 685 from Food City and Piney Flats, telling you as always, win or lose, be a good sport. We'll rejoin you at 6:20 tonight from Elizabethton for Cyclone basketball. Until then, so long everybody.